Hey guys, welcome back to Community Cares. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of this truly amazing organization. And we have another really amazing organization to talk about today, so I'll let you introduce yourself.
I'm Alex. I am the co-executive director of the Women and Children's Center of the Sierra.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
Yeah, they do a lot of good work, and we actually have a lot of history with them as organizations. But we'll get into that a little bit later. We've done clothing giveaways with them for years and years.
Before we, I know we'll talk about it later. How long have you guys been open?
Since 2008.
2008, awesome. So a long time. I love talking to other nonprofits that have been around locally for a while because there's not a lot of us OGs in the industry.
Yeah, no, there's not, and the nonprofit world is so hard to fund and keep going. Mm-hmm. So because you're literally keeping an organization alive by the generosity of others.
True.
So speaking of which, we are so thankful for all our donors. We have a good amount of people coming to our fundraiser coming up next week. That being said, we have a video we wanted to share with you.
It's going to be a sweet fundraiser.
Welcome back to Morning Break. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is getting ready for a really fun fundraiser. We have the Executive Director, Dave McLaughlin, here, as well as Board President Chaz Blackburn. So thank you guys so much for being here. We're really excited to have you, me especially, because I've been doing this show now for over 2 years, and this is the first time I've had you guys on the show, and I'm so excited to share with my audience what you guys do and have been doing for, I think you told me, almost 30 years.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us, Katie. We are Northern Nevada's Clothes Closet. We've been in the community for over 28 years. Wow. And giving away over $70,000 worth of clothing every single month. We really work hard to try to serve the people who need it most. It looks like a storefront, but there's no register at the end. So There's a full shopping experience, and we help a lot of people.
Yeah, I think you told me that some 700 people will come through your doors. Is that a month or every year? How does that work?
700 people every single month.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And like you said, the best part is that unlike other thrift stores, there is no register at the end. These clothes are given away for free, which is just huge. And I know you have a lot of kind of microsites and other partners that you work with in the community, Chaz. So you can tell us a little bit about that and how you also get clothes out to people in need?
Absolutely. Well, it's all about hope and dignity, right? And really trying to meet people where they're at, because not everybody can just go to Sparks. So we partner with Eddie House, Bristol Cone, Nevada's first hospice house, which is a social model, and that's a Circle Life guest house. And so Molina Healthcare gave us a great grant this last year of $52,000 for a truck so that we can deliver those clothes and really make a huge impact.
Wow. And your clothes that you get, sometimes they're donated by people in the community, but other times big stores like JCPenney's will even donate to you. That's huge.
Yeah, we got a great donation from JCPenney, filled that truck full, and we are always so excited for community support. We get so much, it really is the community's clothes closet, and coming together and making it happen.
Yeah, and when I think about a store like JCPenney's donating clothes to you, I think of the environmental impact as well. I mean, you're keeping clothes out of the landfill when they're no longer in season, they're no longer sellable in their stores. Now it's going to go to people who could actually use it and be grateful and appreciative of it, which is huge.
Yeah, 4 million textiles are thrown away in the U.S. every single hour. So that's a lot of pieces of clothing that just go in landfills.
Yeah, especially when we have so many people who could use that clothing, which is amazing. And obviously you need the community's support to help you continue on your mission for many more years to come. And that brings us to the fundraiser you guys have. I love the concept of this. Desserts from around the world. What more do you want?
So we're doing desserts from around the world. It's going to be at the Automobile Museum. Tickets today are $50, but they will go up to that $65 tomorrow.
Oh, get them in now.
Yeah, so we're really excited. In that ticket, it's included that there's 2 glasses of wine, beer, or a soda pop, or something like that, and then a raffle ticket, and there's going to be all sorts of silent auctions. Of course, there's also going to be the desserts, a lot of homemade and very very nice desserts from different bakeries and different community partners.
Yeah, and you mentioned you're going to have like a silent auction. So you guys are still taking auction items as well as sponsorship packages and stuff. So can you give us a breakdown on that, Chaz?
Yeah, absolutely. You can reach out through our Facebook or at getclothes.org, but we're looking for sponsors and people who want to be able to donate those auction items. We definitely need some funding. We have some big projects for the rest of the year, which we're super excited about. Unfortunately, the need is growing, and so we need more resources as well.
Yeah, and what a great way to come and have a good time at a really fun event, supporting a great cause. But you'll also get to hear more about what you guys do and the impact that you guys have had on changing people's lives. Like you take for granted what it feels like to be able to pick out your own clothes, whether it's at the store or in your closet. And this is what you give people. Is that what you said? I'm shopping with dignity.
Hope and dignity.
Hope and dignity, which is huge. So is there anything else that you want the community to know about your organization, Dave?
So yeah, we have a podcast that we do weekly, and it's called the Community Cares Podcast. People type it in. The two big things that are really launching our organization forwards is all found on the front page of our website, getclothes.org, and that's the podcast, and it's also going to be our micro closet expansion project.
Wow, well that is really cool. I know the podcast is how I found you guys. I saw a video of Grant Denton. We love him with Karma Box. He came on your podcast and really got to share his heart for the homeless community, and that's such a great service, that podcast, because you're connecting the leaders in our community with the resources that they have available to the people who need them. So thank you both so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'll make sure that all of your information on all the information about the event is on our website, colotv.com, so you guys can go ahead, check it out. Get your tickets today. We all probably got paid today. It is Friday after Walls, although might as well put that money to good use. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. All right, thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back.
All right, yeah, that was an awesome time at Colo 8. It was such a blessing. She actually, as you probably saw in that video, she actually found us through this podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Grant Denton shared that episode.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you, Grant. We really appreciate it. But as this week is our fundraiser, we're really pushing that. That's the big thing we're talking about. It's a big event. We have lots of people coming, and tickets are still available on the front page of our website. They're $65 a piece, and yeah, you can even buy them at the door too. So
You still wearing the hot dog costume?
absolutely not. Are you?
If someone donates $1,000 and someone buys the costume, I'll wear it. How's that?
Dude, that's pretty cool. All right, you heard it, folks.
Mark.
I know I was gonna say Mark might do it. Dude, we have some great stuff though. The one I want to share definitely is this beautiful, beautiful handmade coffee table with live edges on it and stuff, and it looks amazing. So definitely want to be there, be able to bid on that. It's going to be, I think the starting bid on that, he said it was going to be $250, and normally those go with handmade and everything, with the craftsmanship he does. It normally goes for a lot more than that. So
yeah, it's amazing.
We're gonna have some great prizes, and like I said, every ticket does include our one raffle ticket, and then it also includes 2 drinks. And so, I mean, 65, yes, it is, you know, it's not free, but you're getting quite a bit in that ticket.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a family event, so we have face painting for the kids for free and some little toys, and it's just going to be a good time to come out with the family and to learn more about what we're doing.
I was, my wife and I yesterday were sitting out on the our balcony, and I was just like, oh my goodness, it's going to be so nice, because it was around that same time, like that 6 to 8:30. It's going to be pretty out. It's going to be.
Well, it's so beautiful right by the river too. Have you ever been to the Automobile Museum?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That outside part is so nice.
We're going to be able to, we're going to see the sunset and stuff. That'll be nice.
It'd be nice.
I'm excited. So definitely get your tickets. We have a few comments that came in. Awesome stuff going on. Oh, thank you so much, Julie. And then Denise, very cool.
So that's my mama. Your mama is supposed to be on watching too.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, but for those of you that don't know, we didn't really go over what the podcast is. The podcast, Community Cares Podcast, is here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, and what we're doing is we're trying to connect community partners. So that's our goal. Our goal is to have these community conversations and let the community know all the different resources that are out there.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking. No, I'm sorry. So I spaced out because when I walked in today, it was the busiest I'd ever seen, around 450.
Oh, it's crazy.
And I was just blown away by all the children and the families, and it just reminded me of why we're doing what we're doing. There's a lot of families that are struggling right now, and the need, unfortunately, is growing.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we have a really generous community that comes together. So I just want to encourage, if you're a part of a nonprofit organization, you want to come on the podcast, please message us. We love, we're Stronger United. That's why we do this, is, we have to band together and really be unified as a community.
Yeah, there's definitely can be some of those, and we talk about it a lot on the show, this silo of nonprofits where they decide, oh, we don't want to work with other nonprofits. I got to make sure my funding is secured. I got to make sure my stuff's secure. But on the show, we'll even say it at the end. We want you to support Women's and Children's Center of the Sierras, and we want people to come alongside you. We want to be able to come alongside you too, and be that partnership and really work together in the community.
And it's also about awareness. I can't wait when we're done with the events to learn about your resource, because, I've known of you guys, but I really don't know the gist of what you guys do. So it's always nice to learn those new resources.
Yeah, so definitely jump and get those tickets. We had a fun time at the 4th of July event. Thank you so much, Brighton, for donating the booth for us. We passed out a lot of flyers. And
it was
talked to a lot
hot.
of people.
It was awesome, though. It was good.
Nika did some cool face painting.
She did.
That was fun.
She wanted to. You asked me if I wanted a face paint. I thought about it. I was like, I don't want her holding a paintbrush that close to my face. She might stab me in the eye.
She wouldn't stab you.
No.
She might.
We always
you never
play
know.
around.
You never know.
Yeah.
Depends on what kind of
She
mood
gets jealous because you're like my work wife or something. Yeah. Just kidding, Nika. No one's ever replacing you. You're his only wife.
Oh, yeah. We definitely are all about the community conversations, and also going to those events and having one-on-one conversations with people. We want to be there. We want to talk with you. If you want a tour, if you want to be a part of this, definitely just email us. My email is dave@gsccreno.org. I want to have conversations with the community.
I was so surprised when we were down there. How many people came up and were shocked that we don't charge for our clothes?
Right.
I mean, we've been here for almost 30 years, over 28 years.
Yeah.
And, it's all about the education and just being present. So,
yeah, we should have a 30-year party fundraiser.
Yes, that'd be fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
awesome.
fun. I was thinking, I'll run it by you, would a karaoke fundraiser be a good idea?
No Good Shepherd's Dirty 30. Okay.
We'll get pizza. It could be a fun
Actually,
time.
that would be fun, though. And you know what else? You could do some trivia.
We could do...
What? You don't like trivia?
I'm not a big trivia. You're a
What if
trivia guy?
What if it was Star Wars trivia?
I have like test anxiety. I go like this, and it's not good. And I know all the answers for Star Wars too, so
All right,
I'd be
Jar
able
Jar
to ace
Binks.
that. Dude, no.
That's his favorite character. Have you know Jar Jar Binks?
That
Have you
is
seen that?
not. No. No. Are you a Star Wars fan?
I am not. I'm just a
No.
fan. Of course, during COVID, I was Baby Yoda everything.
Oh.
100%.
Did you watch Mandalorian?
Of course I did.
Just
In case anybody asked me a
Mandalorian.
question, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be the Baby Yoda fan that didn't know anything about it. I know his name's not Baby Yoda, but it's just so cute.
Grogu.
I know.
You're like, it's so cute. Yeah, no, it's definitely a fun cultural thing. I don't know, maybe. I always struggle with trivia though, but maybe I'll sing Star Wars on karaoke.
Do some fun stuff.
How you sing karaoke in Star Wars? I don't even know.
No.
I gotta learn that riff, the Star Wars riff, the lead. I've seen it.
You are going to play some songs at the fundraiser, though. A
Absolutely.
little guitar strum in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'll do a little guitar at the fundraiser, a little singing. We're gonna have a fun time. Definitely come out and be a part of it. The other thing we do want to highlight, just because it's something that's going on this entire month, is Art Town Reno. Art Town Reno is a big thing that happens in the Reno Sparks area, where there's all sorts of art galleries and all sorts of other things that people come together and. Definitely visit ourtownreno.org and look at all the different events they have, because there's always something going on in the month of July here.
I forget that lady's name, but she was on the show with us as well for the morning break, and she was talking about she's been doing Our Town for a long time. She was part of a traveling circus act. Really cool.
Yeah, she did something at RPM. Yeah, Reno Public Market, which is also a great place to beat the heat because it's really hot right now.
Yeah. That's
And
true. I didn't think about that.
It's large indoors, lots to do, lots to shop around and look at and eat. A lot of good food.
A lot of really wild, good food.
Oh, I know. Nika and I, we used to follow the churro. What is it? V's Churro Bar. We used to follow them whenever they posted that they were going to be somewhere. We would go to wherever that was with their truck and just be like, "We're going to have churros."
They have a ceviche bar there too. They make it
so
all fresh. No, really, they cut it up
haven't-
right there. Like it's so fresh. It's so good.
Yeah.
It takes about 15 minutes.
Is it-
It's worth the wait.
Is it meat, Chess?
Well, shrimp.
It's it's
Oh,
meat.
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I forget you're a vegetarian, but still really good.
How many? I mean,
We'll go get ceviche and I'll eat your shrimp, and you can have the cucumbers.
Aw,
and
thanks,
The
tomatoes.
buddy.
onions and
And then
thanks. I like
jalapeno.
cheese. Cheese is good. I like pizza. Pizza's my love language. That's what I always tell my wife. If I'm having a mad day, she's like, "All right, let's get pizza."
Costco pizza, right?
Costco pizza. Actually, I like Pizza Plus better.
oh,
Pizza Plus.
plus is
for
so good.
sure.
I know they're my favorite. I like the white sauce one.
Simmons's. Have you ever had Simmons's?
No, where's that?
That's over off of Neil Road. And
Okay.
they've been there forever, and they have these garlic knots that are out of this world. They're so
Oh,
good.
That's like a hidden gem.
Yes.
Everybody on Neil Road
not
that lives
hidden
near there.
anymore.
I know. You told everybody.
way to go,
But
man.
Everybody talks about it over there.
They're,
That's cool.
they're a great family. I hope people do support them, even if it gets busy. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, a lot of fun things to do in the community. Definitely check out what's happening for our town. Just walking through downtown Reno, all the different events. I mean, a lot of free stuff, which is really cool. There is some paid stuff as well. For instance, the 4th of July event that we did with Brighton was an Art Town event. So,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so there's all sorts of different things. We should have tried to make our fundraiser Art Town event.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, we should talk to
Artistic
them next
desserts.
year. Yeah. Well, lots going on in the community. Definitely support local, and we're going to dive into the meat of the episode. No pun intended. Actually, it was intended.
Says the vegetarian.
I know.
Wow, I didn't
I know.
expect
That
that.
was the pun.
Oh.
But so Alex, why don't you tell us all about Wax, what you guys do, and some of the history of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I love wax, so I could go on about it for 30 minutes, an hour. So I'll try to keep it short. So we've been around since 2008, primarily as a diaper bank. We started off during the recession, just knowing that there was such a need for that resource.
Yeah.
After that, we started expanding and adding more and more programming. Right now, if you look at our service sheet, it's huge. We do so many different services. Just try to be like a one-stop shop kind of place where somebody can go and get as many resources as they can in one place. So
It's a resource hub then. in a
yeah,
lot of ways.
definitely a resource hub. Of course, we still do diapers. Right now, we are doing about, I would say, 18,000 diapers a month.
Wow.
Yeah, we have over 650 families signed up for our diaper bank, and that's just families. That doesn't include how many children are receiving diapers. So we do diapers for any child under 3 years old. And then we do have our food pantry, which has recently expanded. We're serving over 1,800 individuals a month.
Jeez.
So for the food pantry, do you have to be a woman or a child to receive that, or anyone in
No.
that community?
We're pretty open. I know it's the Women and Children's Center. Sometimes people think it's just women and children, but in
Yeah.
reality, anybody who walks through our doors will receive the assistance they need in
Nice.
order to move their lives forward.
See, I never knew that. I mean,
Yeah.
those
That's
are amazing
cool.
things. Wow.
Absolutely single dads, but our food pantry is for everybody in the community. Anybody who's hungry, our food pantry is open most of the time that we're open, so there's not that restriction of different times, like very specific times that you can come. You can come during various times so that moms who are working, dads who are working, all kinds of people can have that time slot to come and get nutritious food. And that's really what we focus on, is having that nutritious food that can make meals.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places, they give cereal and oatmeal, kind of like we do as well. But what we want is those kind of ingredients that can make something that's filling and
Yeah.
healthy for families.
That's great.
Yeah. So we have a lot of like milk and meat and eggs and a lot of veggies from local farms and fruit and things like that.
It's
So
important.
really delicious. I didn't know we could grow grapes here, but we can.
Really?
So we get grapes sometimes and like all kinds of
didn't know
things
that
from
either.
like Reno Food Systems. We do a lot. Soulful Seeds. We partner with them, and even local people in the community. Like when it's apple season, just tons of apples.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So our cliche saying is be the change that you want to see in the world, and you guys are definitely doing that. Tell us a little bit about, I know you were looking at medical school, you were sharing.
Yes.
And then you found this calling in this industry or this field. Tell us how you were called to this work.
So my goal for going to med school was never to be a rich plastic surgeon. I wanted to start my own practice where I was providing free healthcare or as low cost as possible, because I grew up in a family where we didn't have healthcare. We couldn't afford medical coverage. So a lot of the times we got injured or sick, we couldn't go to the doctor. And so just seeing the struggle that my family had finding that help, I wanted to provide that for other people. And so I took a year off after graduating, because I graduated during COVID. So I was like, okay, I need a year. This has been wild.
Yeah.
I had that PowerPoint graduation where they sent you the link to your picture.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a lot of money for a PowerPoint presentation. But so I took that year off to study for the MCAT, and I was like, okay, let me get into a job that's actually somewhere where I want to be.
Yeah.
Just start helping the community during this 1 year. And I started as a community health worker. 3 days later, I got promoted to outreach coordinator.
That's amazing.
So that was pretty crazy. That was wild. I had no experience in nonprofit. Just Pam, our past director, really believed in me, which I'm very grateful for. And right away, I knew this was it for me. I was helping clients day one, and I knew that I could make a difference every single day. And it wasn't just me telling somebody they had the flu or something. Obviously that was going to make a difference, but what we're doing here in the nonprofit sector is just life-changing.
It is.
Yeah. So, what would you classify, so it's Women and Children Center of the Sierras. It's really a resource hub for women and children, but you'll still help people find the other resources that they need.
Well, we'll help with anything. So even if you're a man, we will help you with pretty much as much anything else that we would help a woman and family.
Okay.
The only limitation is that diaper bank.
Sure.
It has to be mom, a guardian, or the single dad.
Which is understandable, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be the parent or legal guardian. And then our classes. A lot of the women we help are domestic violence survivors, and now many of the times they're not comfortable around men.
Right.
So we do limit our students to be only women.
Can I?
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, what about seniors? Do you guys help seniors?
Absolutely. One of our biggest populations that we help are seniors, because across the street from our center, we have senior housing. So a lot of the times they just cross the little street and come to us, to our food pantry,
cool.
And whatever they need. Sometimes they just come and they're like, why does this alarm on my cell phone not turn off? And we're like, okay, let me help you really quick. So we do more than just what's on our service sheet. Anything you can think of, we will try to help, if not refer you elsewhere.
That's awesome.
That's cool. No, I know you guys do a lot for sure. And see, with organizations like yours, I think sometimes it could be hard to kind of nail in very specifically what you guys do in the community.
Yes.
And which is a similar problem Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet has had in the past. And I think when we've met in the past, I've shared that with you too. But we, because it's hard, because there are a lot of funding supports very specific needs, right? And so a lot of the time it's going to be like, oh, only children, or only shoes for men, or only, and so it's hard sometimes to find the right funding. So, and you guys are so broad in what you guys do, so broad. And so for me, I think to better understand and to very specifically silo, okay, this person I want to send to wax. Who is the person I would want to send to wax?
I would say definitely families.
Okay.
Because we have everything a child would probably, we're very donation based, just like you said.
Yeah.
But we have baby items from formula to diapers to breast pumps.
Yeah, we don't have any of that.
All that kind of those things. Plus, we focus a lot on basic necessities such as food, hygiene, cleaning items. Like I said, donation based, and we're a nonprofit, so what we have during certain times is what we have, but we try our best to fulfill those needs. So a family could truly go to our center and get what they need to succeed, and to even just for a week. Let's say for a week, you get your can of formula, you get the food to make meals, you get the diapers that is a week worth. It'll be able to give a family a sense of just calmness and just a breath of fresh air to have what they need for at least a week. And then guess what? They can come back next week.
Yeah.
And then we can do it all over again until they're in a place where they can do it on their own.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So specifically, we actually have a old partnership with you guys, honestly. So back when we were on Record Street and you guys were kind of in that similar area over there, we used to do a clothing giveaway years and years ago. And actually, my predecessor told me about it, and we used to and we even today still do it. Last year we did it with you guys. You guys did it in the big Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
And I don't know if you remember, we had that line going
Oh, yeah.
around
Oh, yeah.
to get clothing and to get resources from you guys.
Absolutely.
And make that stuff happen. So I want to just say thank you for that history and that partnership we've had for so long.
No, I want to say thank you to you guys. Honestly, every intake we do. So when a family comes in for our diaper bank, we sit them down for an intake. We go through all their needs and see where we can help or where we can refer. Every family that comes through our center for our intake gets referred to you guys.
I love that. That's so
Every
cool.
single family.
Yeah.
And we have flyers of you guys that says, call Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. Here's what they do. Here's how you can get it. And the fact that you guys are so low barrier,
Yeah, that's
and the
important.
people we serve is a lot of people who are refugees, immigrants, people who may
Yeah.
not have the documentation to go elsewhere. You guys make it so easy for them to come here and just pick out their clothes. Is incredible. Like, imagine going back to school and picking out what you want to wear to go back. That is
Yeah.
so empowering for a child.
Yeah.
And
that's-
even for the parents, sorry, I just I watch some of these parents and their eyes are filled with tears because it's got to be very difficult to send your kid to school and not be able to provide clothes for them because of the circumstances. So we serve everybody with hope and dignity like you guys do, and everybody deserves that. So
And also, I don't know if you guys need more people sent your way, but people who want to donate to us clothing, we just can't, that's not, we don't have the capacity for it.
Yeah.
I tell everybody about you guys. I love your program. I just think it makes such a difference. And I actually walked in here a little bit early today and saw just the huge amount of people that were out there checking out and looking through your clothes. It was awesome to see it in action.
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
we appreciate it. That's actually one of the reasons we do the podcast while we're open, is so then people can come in and see the effects of what's happening.
Yeah.
Because people, this is all donated clothing from the community that goes back out. That's all it is.
Yeah,
It's
for
It's
free.
a crazy concept,
Yeah.
right? But it's such a blessing to be a part of, and thank you for the compliment and partnership.
Rob says the tech is tough for the elderly. My son has helped me once or twice, and that's your dad.
And that's my dad.
We got all the parents watching.
That's funny. And then One Stop Shop, that is awesome. So big
Thank
shout out
you.
for you guys. Thank you all. And what a gift. So definitely you guys are doing a lot of good in the community, and we appreciate what you're doing. So if people wanted to support you, where can they support you, and how can they support you?
Absolutely. So we have many ways you can help the Women and Children Center. It doesn't absolutely need to be a monetary donation. And of course, if you do want to donate, hit up our
always good.
website, or you can always call us, send us a check, anything like that. But there's other ways. In-kind donations are huge for our center. You have a stroller, a car seat, unused formula. Any baby item you can think of. Babies grow incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Send it our way. We have families waiting for these items.
It's great to know.
What's the restrictions? Are there restrictions on the car seats and stuff?
Yes, of course. They can't be expired or been in any accidents, but other than that, we will take car seats gently used or new.
Great.
Like I said, we have just families, infants that, they're going to be babies that are going to be born, that
Yeah.
you need that car seat to take your child home. And sometimes those resources aren't available. So we love to have car seats, strollers for families. We like to have formula, those little bouncer things. Oh my goodness, people would just wait months for those.
Yeah.
So in-kind donations, and of course volunteers. We're a staff of 5, sometimes 4. We have a part-timer, but anytime you have a couple hours, just please give us a call. We need help with organizing, cleaning, all kinds of random miscellaneous activities, but we really depend on our community to help us keep us running.
Well, and you guys are really doing if I had to nail down specifically what you guys are doing, you guys are empowering families.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Yeah.
doing. And that's beautiful. That's awesome. So thank you for what you do.
Thank
I'd encourage all our listeners, if you guys have an extra $5, if you have $10, donate to them. They're doing great work. They're doing some great stuff. So
Thank you.
yeah, seriously, I really appreciate what you guys are doing. And
Well, I was just to say, parents too that can't afford diapers, like it's tough enough being a parent,
my
and so
gosh.
really getting that family to start out right and help them along, it's huge.
I don't know if you have kiddos, but I go shopping for the diapers that we have in our diaper bank. It's like $45 a box.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. And
Yeah.
just having to pick between diapers or your rent or food or anything
Heartbreaking.
like that
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
breaks my heart.
It's hard.
Because diapers are an absolute necessity.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else you can use.
Right.
So
I had a friend that they're like, oh yeah, we tried cloth diapers. It didn't end well.
no, it doesn't. No, and a lot of our clients live in apartment complexes,
Yeah.
and you cannot wash reusable
No.
diapers in like a complex
Ew.
washer or like a
Gross.
laundromat.
No.
So what are you going to do?
That's hard.
Wash them at home? It's just really hard, and so
It's
it's
hard.
such a necessity, such a basic need that needs to be filled.
It's definitely a big thing, and we don't take any diapers. So anytime people, I would say, hey, go over to Wex. They need diapers, and they give it away to the people that need it. So I don't have kids yet. We have a kid on the way currently.
Oh,
So,
congratulations.
thank you. She is 6 months pregnant today, I think it is. So 6 months. She doesn't show much though.
I just
She's
saw
so
the invite
small.
for the baby shower.
Yeah.
It's a gothic karaoke.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta-
very neat.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very Nika. Very Nika. That's my wife. She's very. Yeah, she likes goth
Little
stuff.
Stevie though, I'm excited to be Uncle Chaz and
Uncle
lots
Chaz.
of loud toys and sugar.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
when you're
no.
not the parent,
Oh,
loud toys
no.
every Christmas,
That's
every
right.
birthday.
I agree. My
Yo.
daughter's 12 now.
Yeah.
Used to say 11. I can't believe she's 12.
Oh, your daughter will be watching my son.
You better
We'll
pay
pay
her
her.
a good
We'll
wage,
pay her.
okay?
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard out there, and we mean it from the bottom of our hearts. We are community based, and we are all about bringing organizations together because we truly are better together.
Absolutely.
And so, and whatever we can do to collaborate more and make things happen, that's what this is all about. That's what being a nonprofit should be all about. And even in some of our earlier conversations, I've mentioned, I was like, sometimes nonprofits just don't want to work together. And it's sad.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's sad because working together is the real solution. We had Councilman Christopher Dare on our podcast a while ago now, and he was saying they did a bunch of research on how to solve some of the issues in the area. One of the biggest things that could solve it is if the donors and the nonprofits and everyone just came together at the table and worked together as a team. That'd be one of the biggest things that could solve some of the issues.
Oh, absolutely.
And they did a lot of studying on that because he was on the board over back then with the CARES stuff and everything. And yeah, crazy things, crazy stuff. I'll be on America Matters with Christopher Dare, actually. He called me right before the show. So be on listening. How do you listen?
93.7
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
FM.
And I'll be on his show on Wednesday.
What
So,
time?
Nice.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Awesome. And speaking about working together, don't we have an event coming up together?
Yes, we are having our annual event where we partner with Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet to bring resources to children K through 12.
Awesome.
It'll be Saturday, August 3rd from 12 to 2. You'll be seeing a lot of advertising because we're expecting a lot more students to come by.
Yeah.
The
Awesome.
Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet has tables full of clothing, and the lines are absolutely crazy.
They were
'cause
waiting forever. I felt
Yes,
bad, dude. Last
but
year I was like, "Oh, this
They are
is
happy.
bad."
They're so excited.
Yeah,
They
no one
actually
was
ask.
grumpy or anything.
No, they
so.
ask, "Are you guys having clothes again?" We're like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so it's a great partnership. They bring a ton of new clothes for the kiddos to pick out for the school year,
Yeah.
and then we provide backpacks, brand new backpacks with school supplies that are the basic needs from K through 12. So
Yeah.
a backpack will have everything you need for that school
Awesome.
year. We'll also have a resource fair with other really important resources within the community for them to become more known, or for our clients to learn about them even
Great.
further.
Awesome.
We actually have a back to school event as well here. The store will be open during it, and it'll be August 5th. And that's with our partners at Molina Healthcare, and we'll also be giving away backpacks and stuff as well. Last year when we did that event, there was a line wrapped around
There's
the
about
building.
400 children or families.
It was pretty crazy.
It was crazy.
So-
I'm glad that multiple organizations are working together for multiple events.
Yeah, there's lots of back to school events out there, so definitely be on the lookout. We'll share as many as we can on our page, but share these flyers, share their event, share our event. Let people know that these free resources are out there, family, friends, anyone, because that's what it's all about, is coming together and working together.
Absolutely.
Well, we love you guys. We thank you for being a part. Is it going to work? Oh, there it goes.
If you want to find out more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, you can always find this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere you get your podcasts. Just type in Community Cares Podcast. And if you'd like to learn even more about us and come and be a part of what we're doing here, please visit getclothes.org, and you can find anything you need to know about our organization.
Oh, don't forget news and review. Right? Is it news and review?
Right, yeah.
We got nominated for Best Local Podcast, and you have till July 21st to vote. So please go on there and vote. You have to vote in 10 categories. It's free. Make sure you do 10 or they don't accept the ballot. But 10 or more, and then submit it.
And how many times can someone vote on that?
Well, actually, Andrea asked me that, and I think it's once, period. But someone said it was once per day. So I don't know.
I saw Reno.
Every time I go back on there, it doesn't let me submit again. It's like the same thing, so I don't know, but just vote at least once.
Vote at least once.
Please.
Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We help 700 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Take care. Thank you.